Erico!
Hey, dude.
How are you, man?
Okay.
So, Erico, we are here in the airport because we just met totally randomly in a plane, right?
Yes.
While going to our mastermind group in Durango.
Yes.
And we are waiting right now for our plane, and so we decided to do a video. Like, all right, normal. And okay, we just lose some pace of camera. It's okay. So I wanted to do a quick interview about sales, because in my last interview I asked you what is your best tip for people that want to start on the internet. But let's say that okay, the guys that are watching right now already started. They started to make some sales on the internet, like maybe I don't know, 2,000 euros a month, and they want to go to the next level. What tips can you give to these people to go to the next level?
I mean, me personally, Olivier, I'm not sure if this is gonna sound how it's gonna sound, if it's gonna sound good, or if it's gonna sound bad. But the biggest thing that makes something sell, and are we talking about information marketing or something else?
No, in any field, right?
In any field,
Yeah.
The biggest thing that makes something sell, in my opinion, I believe, is results. You know, a lot of people try to sell stuff for selling stuff.
Yeah.
And I believe that the core thing that actually makes people buy something is results.
All right.
So if you think about a diet,
Yeah.
what sells is the result. And sometimes the result is about losing weight. Sometimes the result is about being more healthy. Sometimes the result is about being more happy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's about the transformation. And the good tip that people usually know that their product produces a transformation. For example, this camera that we're filming here is just awesome. I know that it produces a better quality of stuff, but sometimes the prospect on the other side, they don't know.
Yeah.
And we as sellers, we assume that they will know that. So demonstrate results. That's the first thing, demonstrate results. How do you demonstrate results? Hopefully first with you. If you're selling something and you demonstrate results with you, it might be a diet, might be a camera, might be an information product. Demonstrate, use the thing and generate results in real life. Film it, demonstrate with you. Be the change or the transformation you wanna advise or recommend. You know, I wanna imagine a course about, I don't know, how to be more efficient in traveling, and go to this course about really efficient in traveling. I never done it. I do it yourself and then tell me the results. It's different than, hey, I've done it, I've generated results, and here's my real life before and after. So before and after, this is the second tip. Picture what is the before your product and after your product on your sales message, on your blog, on your content videos. You do this. You keep picturing yourself on the after, right? So we are now in Denver. We are having and keep picturing. I mean, some people, it's very very famous. I mean, notoriously remember to pick themselves after and what I was before. So remind yourself to choose and to show people how life was before the product. So results, focus on transformation. Yeah. The before and after. There's this cliche in Brazil. We think that the Americans they do these dieting programs of, here I was with a big fat belly, now I am like with a six pack. And as cheesy as it may sound, or as American it may sound, there's a lot to be learned on that in any business. Because if you keep picturing, I mean, not needed. You can do that in any business. Picture the before, picture the after. Picture the transformation and focus on the results for yourself, for the people around it. Chances are you're gonna sell much more.
Yeah, it's great tip. So you understand, and when you market your product, you don't want to speak too much. You want to speak a bit about it, but not too much about the features and the process. You want to speak about what the product will do for them, for your prospect, for your customers. So the benefits of it, and if you can prove it's way better, and you can prove first by your own example, because of course when you sell your first product you don't have any case study testimonials, right? So, unless you did some kind of beta test with a few customers, which could be a good idea. And then after you have your few first customers, you have to chase after testimonials. I did a video about that. Some people will have great transformation and they will never tell you because you will never ask them, right?
Yes.
People can have great transformation, but they have 1 billion things to do every day, and they will not think about sending you a simple email saying, "Hey, thank you, you changed my life, blah blah blah." So you have to chase after testimonials, and yeah, great. So you want to focus on transformation and to use case studies and video testimonials or testimonials from your customer. Do you agree that it's the best way to prove that what you say is true and your product is great is to have testimonials from your customers?
Yes, yes. But before that level of testimonial for your customers, you have to. As strange as it may sound, you have to prove to yourself. You have to prove to every cell of your body that you actually believe in it. Because sometimes we sell something, or I often call myself on the trap of selling something because I know I need to make money. But you actually don't believe it myself. So before going to the second level, which getting your testimonials from the customers,
so first believe into your own product.
And how do you do it? Transforming yourself. Because when you, for example, when you transform yourself like you did, you actually, make blogging like a new.
But for me, you don't create a product before you transform yourself. I mean, you transform yourself first, and then you create a product.
Some people try to jump this step.
I think it's a bad idea because
some people
it's just cheesy and it's like
Then it's like selling for selling's sake.
Yeah, and it's not true. There is a lie that is in the deep of the product and the marketing, so it's a problem. And I think people will feel it, and if they don't and buy the product, they will see that it's not that effective. I mean.
But I see this as a blind spot. A lot of people try to sell something that they did not.
The worst
I mean, at least on my market.
The worst are the guys that don't know how to make money on internet and want to sell a product about how to make money, and the only way they make money is by selling this kind of product. So it's a problem. I mean, if you want to sell products about how to make money on internet, you have to make money first using a methodology or formula that is not your product about making money, right?
And the same about photography. If you want to sell a product for doing great photography, you have to do great photography.
Yeah.
You have to go through it and believing that. I mean,
and you can start as a total beginner, right? It's not a problem.
No.
But you want to learn.
It is a solution, because if you start at a beginner and you go through the transformation, you will prove that it's possible.
Exactly.
And then
it's a great way to start a blog.
Then you go for the next level. Prove that you can make other people.
Yeah, you're right to put an emphasis on this point, because it's true that some people want to miss this step, and it's a bad idea. And it's great for positioning when you start as a beginner, especially a blog. You say, "Hey, I'm a beginner, but it's totally okay because we learn together." All right, and so you can create a big community of fans that followed you since the beginning, saw your transformation, and know that you are the real deal because they saw that you were a total beginner at the beginning, and now you know what you're talking about. They saw you struggle with a lot of problems, and they saw that you just succeeded in overcoming the obstacles. So yeah, wow, nice. So to recap. First, you have to transform yourself first before creating a product about it. You have to, so you will believe really deeply into your product. It's very important, and it's also important when you have critics that will show up, because critics will show up one time or another. If you really believe in your product, it will help you getting the motivation, high. It's really important, and then. Case studies, testimonials.
Case studies, testimonials, and then the last bit is actually putting this in a way that's compelling in your product.
So how do you do that?
Well, I actually start all my selling points from a transformation. So before I speak about the product, and this is me, I probably learned that from Jeff Walker and all my other masters, but you will start on the sales conversation, hey, my name is Erico, and I'm about to show a great product that does X, Y, Z. And the moment you also make a big, bold promise on your sales letter, people will doubt you. People will say this is not possible, because every transformation is hard to believe. Everything is impossible until it's done. And then you say, and I don't I don't expect you to believe on me. And if I have been listening to that for a while, and for the first time, I probably wouldn't believe as well. But look at what it actually did for me, and I show it what it did for me. Then look at what we did with 2 of my customers. And then after that, people say, well.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to United Express.
Well, there's an airport. Well, it actually did for him, did for other people. I may want to listen to what he has to say. And then they start saying, a lot of people try to explain about the product first and then the transformation later. So I am the guy, I'm the opinion that once you start with the transformation, so I'm about to tell you something about XYZ of great photography, and no, it's not.
Okay, let's
anyway, start with a great transformation so they listen and demonstrate this transformation, and then you go on why this is possible, and then you go on the content benefits and yada yada yada. So I learned that, I think I was in one of the Jeff Walker's events, and Jeff Johnson talking about that. He said, show me the results. Every time that he put a show me the result piece of content right on the first 2 minutes, he would have better results. So a lot of people leave it to the end. They explain a lot and then they say, oh, and by the way, look at what it's capable of. So if you put a little bit of that, and if you insert every piece of content, and this is also one great tip. If for every argument that you say, you insert a little snippet of a testimonial or a case study.
Awesome.
For example, this camera we're shooting is having great because it has it can film on when there is no light. And by the way, look at this picture, he did it.
Yeah.
And then you look at and hopefully
you see real proof. It's
so real proof right in the beginning, little snippets right at the end. Cool.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you, Erico. I think you gave us great tip. So if you already make sales, even if you don't make sales yet on internet, I mean, Erico just gave you awesome tip to have a real quick start. So thank you, Erico, for that. Awesome, dude. So we have to take our plane.